What's up, night owls? This is the Rockstar Narrator, and tonight I've got a story that's going to mess you up. This one kept me awake for days after I heard it. This is The Thing in the Attic. Let's dive in. I bought my first house last year. It was old, built in like 1952, but it was cheap, and it was mine. The realtor mentioned something about the attic. "Don't go up there," she said. The previous owner, he didn't like people going up there. I laughed it off. It was my house now. I could go wherever I wanted. The first week was normal. I unpacked, settled in. Everything was fine. Then, on the 8th night, I heard something. It was at 3:17 a.m. I woke up to a sound. Scratching. Coming from above my bedroom. Coming from the attic. I laid in bed, listening to the scratches continue. Slow, deliberately. Like something was dragging its nails across the wood. Just rats, I told myself. It's an old house. Probably rats. But rats don't scratch in rhythm. Rats don't scratch in patterns. The next morning I decided to check the attic. The entrance was in the hallway ceiling. I pulled down the ladder. I never opened it before. I pulled the cord. The ladder unfolded. A smell hit me immediately. Rotting, decay, something dead. I climbed up. I turned the flashlight on. The attic was empty. Mostly just dust, cobwebs, old insulation. But then I saw them. Scratches. All over the wall. Deep scratches. Like something had been there trying to claw its way out. And in the corner, a pile of something. I walked closer. It was hair. Human hair. Clumps of it. Torn out. Scattered across the floor. I backed away. I climbed down the ladder. I closed the attic. I locked it. Previous owner was crazy, I told myself. That's all. Just a crazy person. That night, the scratches came back. 3:17 a.m. exactly. But this time, it was louder. More aggressive. And then I heard something else. A voice. A whisper. "Let me out." I sat up in bed. My heart was pounding. The voice was coming from the attic. "Let me out," it whispered again. "Please, let me out." I grabbed my phone. I called the police. I told them someone's in my attic. They arrived 20 minutes later. 2 officers. They searched the attic. They found nothing. "No one's up there," they said. "Maybe you're just dreaming." But it wasn't a dream. I heard it. I knew I heard it. The officers left. I was alone again. I didn't sleep that night. I sat in the living room all day. Lights on. TV on. Anything to drown out the silence. Then, at 3:17 a.m., the scratches started again. But this time, it wasn't just scratches. It was footsteps. Slow, heavy footsteps. Walking across the attic floor. Back and forth. Back and forth. Then, the footsteps stopped. Right above my head. I looked up to the ceiling. I could see the dust falling. Something was up there. Something heavy. Then, the attic door opened. I didn't open it. I was in the living room. But I heard it. The crack of the hinges. The ladder unfolding. I ran to the hallway. The ladder was down. The attic was open. And something was climbing down. I couldn't see it clearly. It was dark. But I could see the shape. Tall. Thin. Too thin. Arms too long. Fingers too long. It reached the bottom of the ladder. It turned towards me. I saw its face. Or what was left of it. The skin stretched tight over the bones, eyes sunken, black, empty. It opened its mouth and whispered, "You let me out." I ran. I ran to the front door. I fumbled the lock. My hands were shaking. I couldn't open it. I felt a hand on my shoulder, cold, bony, gripping me. "You let me out," it whispered again. "Now you'll stay." I screamed. I finally got the door open. I ran outside. I ran to my car. I drove away. I didn't look back. I stayed at the hotel that night. I called the realtor the next day. What was in the attic? I demanded. What happened in that house? She was silent for a long time. Then she spoke. "The previous owner," she said, "he had a brother. They said he kept him in the attic for years, locked up. Fed him through a slot in the door." "Why?" I asked. "Because his brother was different. Wrong. People said he wasn't human anymore. That something had changed him." "What happened to him?" I asked. "He died up there," she said. "In the attic. They found his body when they cleaned out the house. But they never found all of him." I hung up. I never went back to the house. I hired somebody to get my things. I sold the house. I took a loss. I didn't care. But sometimes, at night, at exactly 3:17 a.m., I still hear it. The scratches, the footsteps, the whispers. "You let me out." And I know it followed me. It's still here, waiting, watching, and one day it's going to make me stay. Thanks for listening, Night Owls. If this story gave you nightmares, hit that like button and subscribe for more terrifying tales. And whatever you do, don't go into the attic. This is the Rockstar Narrator, signing off.